Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this Sunday night? Yep,
Yes.
Sunday night. See, we don't have all these double things to do, and we could just go head on. However, we would have been on about a half an hour ago, but baby Crone didn't charge the computer. Mistakes happen, right?
Yes,
Well,
mistakes do happen.
We hope you had a wonderful weekend. We really, really do. We hope you had a good Sunday dinner, and we hope you had a good, happy Easter dinner, if that is what you celebrate. Okay? So anyway, baby Crone, is there anything you'd like to say?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so let's get into it. You know what it is. You know what it is. Can I just go first and just say something random?
Okay.
I love the commercial. It made me want to go to Wendy.
Yes.
It took me, when it first came on, I was like, why Wendy's cups are sitting on the table? Wendy, because I was like, Wendy, I'm thinking about Wendy on the show. And I was like, her father said he named her Wendy because of Wendy. So I was like, what is this? But then when I saw how they were playing off each other, I said, that just looks so like they just doing a commercial, because that is so them. And you know what? I like that so much. Wendy and Bravo, that's a good idea. I can't speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself. And it made me want to go to Wendy's.
Yes.
Okay? It made me want them daggone French fries.
Yes.
Considering that I had spaghetti and meat sauce for dinner that I picked, and it didn't even have enough meat sauce.
Sorry.
Because I thought it, well, anyway, we're going to add some more tomorrow.
Yes.
But it was still good.
Yeah,
it was good. It just wasn't delicious.
Yes, it tastes best when it has all the meat sauce.
All the meat sauce. So we had the meat, but we didn't have the sauce. But that's not meat. Well, it's meat. It's ground chicken, but it's meat. So anyway, with that being said, what else, baby?
Yes.
About this commercial. I want your input.
Yes, I really enjoyed it. It definitely, it for real did make me want to have a Wendy's breakfast one day this week.
It did, and we said we're going to visit Wendy, and it was a throwback because I forgot all about Wendy.
Yeah, and I did.
We don't have a Wendy's in my neighborhood. You used to ride everywhere and find a Wendy's. Now it's like Wendy's. I didn't even know Wendy was alive and kicking.
That's how I feel about Arby's.
That's how I feel about Arby's. And I like Arby's. And not because of the roast beef, because I don't eat roast beef. I'm sorry. But it's just good to have them around, and they throwbacks, and they were very good restaurants in their day. So anyway, but I did like it. I really did appreciate it. I like it. Kudos to you. I want to get thumbs up for that. Go ahead, baby.
Yes, and it was nice just to see Karen and Gazelle.
Yeah, they had already been closed and everything. So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, they still seem like they had some problems to overcome this reunion, so.
No, I didn't see that. You know what I saw? And you know what? I think this is a good idea. I think that what they need to do is when they see the cats getting out of control, you need to call a come to peace moment. Come to peace. And those that don't want to make peace, you know you fired. You know you fired. You know, we're going to go through the show.
Yes.
But you know the consequences. I like that. I dig that. And I like the fact that Andy put his foot down.
He really did.
What I didn't like, can I say it?
What?
I didn't like him going to drunk old Cohen with the DUIs who gonna give advice like the woman who have all the answers. What a fake. And you know what? People may say, don't call Karen a fake. Let me tell you why I call her a fake. Because a new person that start drinking, like I said, I know alcoholics, okay? A person drive when they drinking because they're used to it. They used to driving like that. I don't drink. Do you think that I would get behind a wheel and I'm high? A new person driving won't do it unless they just crazy and they drunk and somebody wouldn't let them do it. But Karen did it. It's something she does. And it was just a matter of time before the chicken came home to roost. but she's going to sit there and play the role of the moral police.
Yes.
That's what I don't like about her. She is just as broken as everybody else with her marriage that her poor little husband sitting there. Poor little Ray had to deal with this.
Mm-hmm.
And she gonna act like I don't care. And she even said on camera that she can have an affair.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also, speaking of which, allegedly Karen has had a facelift?
I think that's what she said, but I have to go back and look
at her face.
Well,
she does look kind of good. I mean, maybe it's just she got like a whole new look. Like if she got a facelift, now she got this short haircut.
I think it's the hair color. I think it's I didn't like it, but I think it's the haircut. I like the hair. I didn't like the color. Was it light blue?
No.
Was it bluish gray?
Maybe a bluish gray. It's like a gray, like you're going bald kind of gray with like some sprinkled white black, and it was just no.
I didn't like the color on her. I didn't like the color. However, I like the style. Mm-hmm. I think you could give her some bangs. I think that could work. I do think all the long hair make you look Barbie-ish. You know, and a lot of those girls can do away with that pageant look. You know, it's kind of played for y'all old broads. I'm sorry. You know, if that's not your hair and your hair ain't like that, why are you trying to look like a pageant black Barbie? Is it me?
No, I do see what you mean.
It's to stop it. And let me say this before we go on. Please stop with the cards and the theatrics and bringing stuff out.
Yes,
that stuff is old. Kenya and them did that long time ago. Well, they did that 50 years ago. And you come on, that's why it's time for Candace to go. Bye, 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 Candace. Bye. Bye. But I say this, and I'm going to say this, and I really mean it.
Okay.
I love the fact that when they said to Candace, is there something you can say? Because I thought Gazelle did wonderful.
Yes, Gazelle did amazing. And
I love that she came around and she was able to do it, and she was amazing.
Yes, she was.
And let me tell you, even though, this is what I love about Candace, even though she'll swear before high heavens, she hate Gazelle. When she saw Gazelle over there getting ready to cry over her son, she got really like,
yeah,
I like that. And the only reason why I'm not grieving her leaving is because I already know that her job she's gotten too big.
Yes.
She's too big for the show now.
She really
is. And she probably never said I'm leaving because she's taking a walk of faith. This is not a walk of baby. Okay. And speaking of baby, I did a video last year.
Yes.
12 months ago on this very topic. I wish you could look at it. Baby, please put the name
I'll put the picture right up here, and it will be at the very end of this video linked to it.
And I'm saying it's the same storyline, and I'm telling you, and that's what Andy said. It sounds like you know what, you sound like what you call it, with the same storyline. Did he say that to her?
I think so, but I think he said
he compared it to Ashley. He compared Ashley to Robin, who said, you know, when you get married.
Oh, yes.
And I'm comparing the same thing to this Robin. You say every year, I want to get pregnant. Candace. This year, you went out and tried to at least say you did it, so you can, but you wasn't even wholeheartedly in it. No. That's why you stopped and you said, and I'm not really, stop this. Either you want a child or you don't, but you need to really think about it, just in case you have a white baby.
Yes. Now, here's something I noticed. I'm not sure if Mia or Ashley are going to continue to be on good terms.
Mia or Ashley. Okay.
Because first off, we remember earlier in this season, later in the season, that Mia had asked Ashley if she was married to Michael for his money, or like insinuating that Ashley was a gold digger. And then that's why Ashley had asked me if she was with Gordon for his money. So then, when when Andy was asking me about her divorce with Gordon and about Ink and all that, Mia had made a joke that she would be divorced before Ashley's divorce. And like Ashley kind of had this look on her.
You know what I would have been? I would have said, and I bet you would. That's what I would have been like. I have no doubt. I bet you would. That's what I would have said. I'm shocked. Oh, I would have been like, yeah, I bet you would. And she probably said, what do you mean about that? Right? Didn't you just say that you would be divorced before me? Didn't I say I bet you would? And then I do that. Yeah, she can't say sarcasm. See, y'all saw that. Oh, I wish I could take that off of camera. Oh, that's sarcasm. I can be very catty.
But the thing is that Mia is playing such a facade. One moment she wants to talk about how Gordon is being unfair to her, but at the same time, you see her all like, "Hey, love you."
You know what this looks like, and you know I'm almost embarrassed to say it.
Yeah.
I'm almost literally embarrassed. But I'm going to say it.
Yes, say it.
Because if anyone has done anything, like been with somebody that's in a relationship or married, and you didn't start off like that, Mia's trying to say they started off like that. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm getting. But if it would be different if they were like that and they never were intimate.
Okay.
But it seemed, well, they were intimate because they had children. Mm-hmm. Right? So she, like he said, I already knew you was messing with him 10 years ago. They only been married for 11 years. Mm-hmm. But I let it go. In other words, I remember our contract. And what I do, there's two things I want to say. What I do like about me, she's opening up the window to see these are the new marriages now.
Okay.
This is what's new. You know, this stuff has been going on forever. But now it's like everything else is being pierced back. There are people that live together for financial reasons, raising children, and never even sleep in the same bed. You can have a man, bring them home, date, whatever, and neither person ain't mad.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you're staying together for a financial reason. You're living good. You got everything you need. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're old. I don't know. It's a myriad of reasons. But what's her name? Mia is doing. She's exposing a marriage, even though I don't think it's going to work because Jordan is jealous, and Mia came into this marriage, from what I understand, as a stripper and a vixen. And yes. when she said that horrible thing to Ashley. Did you marry him for your money? And she was like, no. And then she said, did you? And she said, I could have. She said, I could have been. She said, I could be. I could be. Mm-hmm. It could be. No, she said, yeah, she was just like, have. She said, I could have. So she admitted, I could is a reference to being. Like, I could would be.
Yes. You can see yourself doing it. It's something you can do.
It wasn't a negative. It wasn't like I couldn't. So could in itself is meaning I can do. Mm-hmm. I will do. I can do this. Yeah. I'm a type of person, because she said, listen to this, I could be. Be mean being. In other words, I could be that. Mm-hmm. I could be that girl. And she's asking her, did you do that? And she said, I could be that girl. And we're looking at the action, and this stuff gone back 10 years ago. And the only thing Gordon said, don't drag the children in it. Now we got this man knocking on the door and coming to grab out the children. I'm telling you, Mia plays a dangerous game with her. Mia, I'm telling you, you look, can I say it?
Yes.
You look like an adulterer.
Oh, yes.
Whore. Mm-hmm. You don't look pretty. I don't even know why you're sharing all this.
Exactly.
You might get a big paycheck. But girl, I'm going to be honest. It looks stinky.
It does.
You come off as classy.
Mm-hmm.
And quaint and elegant, but you have dressed up whoredom.
Yes.
You are Jezebel herself.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I can get that you may be real like that in your friends and your family because it's true. But when you flaunt that crap in the world, I hold you in contempt. It's disgusting. You don't have to present it like that. Mm-hmm. It was okay the way she was presenting it. But then you have to hold up a picture. Hi, honey. Gordon.
Mm-hmm. And saying, yeah, my legs are all out.
I'm not saying I get it. Do you understand? I really get it. But you don't do it to the world. Why would you let Gordon be there? I don't know. Help me.
Yes.
I raised my voice. I really found I'm in contempt. Like,
yeah, no, I feel you.
I'm not saying don't be that way. But when you're facing the world, have some decorum. Have some class.
Yes.
There are some things that not be seen. Mm-hmm. It isn't that you're hiding. It isn't that. But you don't let me see all up in you. Yeah. And what made you think I wanted to see that? What you were showing was enough. Mm-hmm. I was still stuck on the fact that when he said, if you want fair, go to a carnival. I was there. And you done took me somewhere and made me smell some stuff that I don't want to smell. How dare you? I'm done.
You slayed my mom.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much it for me. I mean, I'm sure we're definitely going to have more to talk about. Okay. We're not going to be talking about the M word, apparently. So, here.
I'm just so disgusted. Ouch.
Okay, well, most of this episode was really Candace and Gazelle, because Andy said that that this episode, this reunion, he wanted to task the ladies.
If I say something, go ahead.
Okay. Andy wants to task the ladies with holding themselves accountable for their actions. And he really wanted to work on Candace and Gazelle. And it wasn't looking very good.
Candace and Gazelle?
Yes,
oh, okay,
Candace
I did say that. Thank you, baby.
Yes, you're welcome.
I fell apart. I literally got, only because it touched so close to familiar things. Mm. And it's like, it's not it doesn't matter. It's just some things don't look good on camera. You want it to look like, see, it's all good. I told you, I don't live a lie. It's open with us. That's what you want it to look like. Fine. But when she asked you, did you marry him for his money? After the whole seasons you've been here, no. Now because you went a bunch of poop, you're going to say, it could be. I could be. In other words, yes, I can. And then in your argument, because you helped your husband out, okay? You want to throw it up in his face? Mm-hmm. Shame on you. Oh, I can't.
Yes.
Oh, and then you act so. Oh, Gordon. Oh, Gordon. Okay.
Okay. Back to Candace and Gazelle.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
So, Andy was really.
I put myself more time on me. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Please forgive me.
So, Andy was very frustrated with the ladies, with Candace, really, because he really wanted them to make some leeway with their relationship, and he clearly saw that was going to be an impossible task.
Thank you, baby.
Yes, you're welcome. He even said that it was impossible to get Candace and Gazelle to be on any possible good terms. So we clearly saw Andy make up his mind right then and there. Candace, you're right.
I think that this is what I think. If you could see my video, Candace has been a problem. Now, you all, listen. She done fought with Monique. She done fought with Karen. Who hasn't she fought with? Who?
Nobody I know of.
Who? Give her time.
Yes, that's all she needs.
There will be a reason. She is so sensitive. She's a sensitive Sagittarius. I know she's got that water in her. What water would you say that wet water? I don't think Cancer.
Okay.
It could be, but I ain't thinking Cancer.
Yeah, because they have a hard shell. Then
Scorpio? No.
Scorpios too. I'm gonna get you before you get me.
Yeah.
So that only leaves Pisces. Okay, Pisces. It sounds like was the convincing answer.
Could be. Mm-hmm. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm not saying, but we're gonna look it up. I'm curious.
Okay. Here's the thing. Candace, funnily enough, that they talked about this. Gazelle talked about how Candace brought up colorist statements at the last reunion.
She has brought them up so many times, talking about the back of her booty hole. She has been the one that has done this. Mm-hmm. None of them has done this, even though the people think that they do it, because like Gazelle said, it's always you. I have yet to say nothing. Yes. I'm not saying anything. And Candace was like, yes, you did. What? She couldn't say anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. That's right. You're not saying nothing. But you still go on.
Yes, fine.
And then you done make, I said this, you made this illusion in your mind. Who said this?
Yes.
Look back at my old stuff. It's an illusion. What she heard, I said this. You said my husband tried to touch you and assault you in a physical way that a man assault a woman he desired.
Yes.
How dare you? You're not even his type. That's what she said. Because she's so livid. She wouldn't be involved with you light skin, because there's always color with her. Mm-hmm. And so now it's like the insecurity. And that's not what she said when she told her. She was very careful, but I guess when you say something over and over, and I'm not taking up for Gazelle, because they could play the strip when they were sitting down in the place, and she said that he asked me to go into the room and I felt uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. She made it. So even if she said he forced me into the room, I understand, and I have been thinking about this. Let me say this. Have you ever been with someone? Mm-hmm. Let's say y'all met in a restaurant. He's been drinking, okay? And all of a sudden he puts his hands on you. I'm not saying this is what you call it did. I'm just trying, okay, no hands. But you know the things that he's saying. You know you experience. You know this, you deal with men. You know he's coming on to you. He's not saying anything. But you know that you feel it. Just like when a man go to kiss you, you be like, this bro gonna try to kiss me, bro. He ain't even tried yet. Come on, I can't be the only one here that's sensing energy. Come on, somebody out there. Have you ever been on a date and you just know this bro gonna try to rope me? He haven't done nothing at all, but you feel the vibe. Is it me?
No, I understand.
I
can't understand.
Right, you haven't had that experience because you haven't dated enough. But I'm saying for those out there, you feel a vibe. It's just like, I know at the end of this night, I know this dude is gonna want to come in my house. It ain't happened. But you know, and this is the knowing she was talking about. I felt, it's a feeling. Mm-hmm. I felt he was coming on to me. Now let's go deep.
Okay.
How did you feel it? Because he was touching her insides. Mm. In other words, she was feeling something. It scared her.
Yes.
First of all.
It did.
Why? Because either it was like, oh my God, I don't want nothing to happen here. I'm just telling you spiritually. She may not know this, but because this is what I do, I'm seeing what's happening in the spiritual world on the undertone of this thing. This has nothing to do with I like this person. It ain't got nothing to do with it. It's just for me to give you another way to look at this thing. Mm-hmm. You can feel energy. And she felt it. So that's what she felt. In other words, that's why it comes out, he made me. Ooh, whatever. She's saying, I felt seduced. I felt like he was coming on to me. He hasn't touched her. He hasn't said a word to her at all. Yeah. At all. This is why she was saying carefully. He never came on. He never did anything to me. He never said anything. And the reason why Candace is so upset about it, because she knows exactly her husband. And she knows exactly what they're talking about. This is why the fight broke out. Because Candace is jealous when it come down to her husband. Always been that way. Come on now.
Yes, and that's because she's insecure about
everything. She's insecure about her skin. And just the fact that Gazelle is light.
Oh, she called Gazelle
that's
light.
That's why I said that. She called Gazelle light. That's why. That's a jealousy of her color. Because it's a threat. Why? Because she thinks that those light-skinned girls can take her husband. The reason why she talk about the other girl and call the other girl a muppet is because she's like, I know you not my husband type. If you knew that he wasn't your husband type, then why you still mad?
You right.
Why you still mad? Why you over there, you and Wendy? Wendy and them to knock that stuff, drop it, they don't even care. Why you still sitting over there sprouting? Because you're jealous. And you know Chris. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying Chris cheated. And I'm not saying he didn't. I don't know. All I know is that you sent a pic out there with his little pecker.
Yes. Oh, and let me also say
Did I go over a lot of stuff?
Yes, you did.
I'm sorry, baby. This was a good episode.
Yes, because it was really just getting about Candace and Gazelle this episode, because that's what Andy really wanted to focus on.
That he did say that, and I appreciated that.
Yes. And the interesting thing here is that Candace doesn't want to, I get her sentiment, but still the fact that your words sent off fans that support you and think they're doing the right thing by sending death threats to Gazelle, and you're just like,
she would send hearts to those negative things.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of saying this is not cool. But that's just, she's 37 years old. She's too old for that, but she's immature.
Yes, she is.
She's just very immature. Because she's angry. You gotta understand that anger ain't this anger about Gazelle no more. No. It's just that's what she holding. Her anger is her marriage is a messed up marriage. She
Yes.
probably angry because her husband done cheated on her with a light-skinned girl like Gazelle. Okay? I'm just saying, she seems like she's raging mad. And I got to take it out on somebody, or let me just keep on hounding Gazelle, so if you ever cheat on me, this is a power move. Whether he cheated, whether he didn't, she got that man in check. And he sit there and let her, because there's no way that a man will allow you to be that mad for over a year.
Yeah, you're right, honestly.
I would be tired. He made his peace with it. And you still mad. Why are you mad? It's something inside of you that you are mad at. It isn't Gazelle anymore. Clearly.
Yes.
Why? Because when Gazelle was over there reaching for Karen's hand and giving a cry, you swelled up in your chest, girl, in a sentimental way. Yeah. Your chest swelled up. I saw you. You are a sensitive soul. And that's a beautiful thing about you.
But it gets lost in all your mouth.
It gets lost in all of this being hard and having to defend yourself. You are so beautiful and so talented and could be so much fun, but you are so angry. And it is not good to see a woman angry. It comes off very, very masculine and very untamed fire. And Gazelle has learned to pour the water on you, and you just can't take it and just flame that fire. She says, I refuse to feed it.
Yes.
Go ahead, baby Crone.
That's exactly how it is, because I liked how you said that Candace is untamed fire, because that is a very good example of a non-temperance, because temperance is about that balance, and when you off balance, you're gonna be crying one moment and then like pissed off the next.
That's right, imbalance.
Yes.
And do you really think, and this is the thing that kicks me up in the chin, so many people have have babies and broken marriages, even though they married, this woman is angry. I don't know if she overworked. I don't know if it's childhood trauma. I don't know if it's her mama trauma. I don't know. I just know that until they are stable, she don't need to think. And so for Candace to leave, I think it's one of the best things she could do. Yes. And I hope that whatever it is that get her so angry, I hope and I pray that she learned to deal with her anger and not pop off and always finding herself in discourse. And you can blame everybody in the world. It got so bad that people thought that Gazelle was in it. But let me tell you one thing. Can I say it?
Yes, you can say it.
Overall, a light-skinned person don't want to get in no fight. No, why? Because one hit can make a bruise, and they messed up.
Yeah.
So who want to go through that? She's on camera. Do you really think Gazelle would jump in that fight? The people thought that. Gazelle left. She was grieving.
Yeah.
All she said is, I just want to get back to my dad. She walked, she kept a smile, and I was hoping she didn't break down. And I was hoping, and Ashley carried it. I thought Ashley did a good job for everything that was going down. But Ashley, girl, I love you, but you messy.
She is.
You're messy.
Sorry, girl.
You and everybody's situation, but I love that.
Yeah. And then lastly, before we finish off, I would just like to say that Robin did talk about her marriage a little bit, and she says that I have no reason to not believe my husband Juan about him not being intimate with any of the women I've seen him with in the media.
And let me say this, and my girl Robin, that is her marriage. And if she chooses to turn a blind eye or not feed into the negativity, then that's fine. She said something I thought was so profound. I've been married to him for 28 years. And when I wasn't, she said, we've been together for 28 years. So what she's saying to you, I know this ninja. I know him. But because of the contract that him and I are under that makes our marriage work, I have to do this. This is why she was clear this time. Let me be clear to you. This is why their mouths flew open. You don't want to admit that he cheated. Okay, there is a possibility he cheated. I know that. But I can't keep saying it. It'll mess up my marriage. And in spite of it all, I love my man.
Yes.
I love him.
That's true.
We're the best of friends. And what I heard, this is what I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about you, but I heard this. We have an understanding. Because the one thing I do know, this is what I heard. You may have not heard it. He can cheat, but he'll never leave me. He'll never leave my bed. So whoever he's sleeping with, he my man. He my man. You ain't gonna take him. And I'm telling you, he ain't gonna let it get near to me. Mm-hmm. He ain't gonna let it, you all give it near to me.
Yes.
But if I wasn't on this show, he'd be still living his lies with me. And you know what? That's okay. Because I got boys that I gotta raise. And I want my boys to be men. And I want my boys to understand. And I want that for them. And I want them to have a family. And I want them to understand what it is like to grow up with a mama and a papa. That even during the bad times, they stick together. That's more important to me than he's out there sleeping with some other broad that's messing with another man's husband. And no doubt she ain't married herself. Oh, come on. Mm-hmm. This is the thing. But we can't see that because we want to break her because she's saying I cheat. Not all the time people leave their men because they're cheater, pumpkin eaters. There are women who stay and there are women who go. Yeah. Point blank, period. Sure. And we can't judge them because they stay. But if we complain, if they constantly complaining and complaining, that's how you get mad. She ain't complaining. No, she's not. You are complaining. Yes. She's like, I'm happy. Y'all killing the vibe, boo. I'm happy. And y'all still digging. So I'm glad it's a kept one. In other words, y'all are so angry that y'all want this woman to lose her job. Yes. Over her marriage. Mm-hmm.
And not sharing enough, apparently.
She shared everything. There is nothing to share. Her marriage, her husband has been known as a cheater. What else is there?
Yeah, this is true.
What?
Nothing left to share.
So all you want her to do is leave.
Again.
And she's saying, I don't want to leave them. Not for that, not my boys. People, you gotta learn to look at things and come out them kaleidoscopes. They are very deceptive. Go ahead, baby.
Yep, and that was pretty much
Did I go off this day? I told you this episode was good to me.
Yes, because it was really about Candace and Gazelle.
I thought it was about, excuse me, baby Crone. I thought that it was more about the hypocrisy in the group, the double standards in the group.
Okay.
They just started with Gazelle because we done talked about Mia.
Yeah, we did talk about Mia briefly.
What hypocrisy. And then the thing is, she's going to try to make it up. It's all like it's a thing with Gordon and Niecy.
Mm-hmm. And then try to blame Gordon about it.
I would have been cool with that. Like, I'm like Gordon. Now this ninja going to think he going to come up and knock on my door and take my son when you ain't take accountability for him then, but you going to come up here now and Mia, this is okay with you. See, it getting nasty. Because now Mia want to go on and take her kids and give them a new daddy.
Yeah.
You foolish, silly woman. I can't talk about it. And I don't have a problem with Mia leaving, getting a divorce, or being with Ike. Last Ike I know was a beater, and that was Ike Turner. I'm not saying this man's he could be good as gold. I don't know, but I question a man that will go up in a marriage and mess up a marriage like that. Do you think that anything good can come from it? You are married and still married.
Yes.
Man, I could see if he was married. Because y'all both, it's even.
Yes.
But It shouldn't be nobody doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But if y'all both doing it, y'all both at stake. This is a single man messing with a married woman with what, 3 kids or 2?
Let me see.
I thought she had 2 boys and a girl. She could have a boy and a girl. And you're going to do all of this. You can go out there and have sex. You can go out there. You can go out there and be intimate. You can go out there and have fun. You can do all that. He said, I don't have a problem with that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't be coming up in here at 2 o'clock in the morning. You've been gone. Just, you sleeping all in his house. And you're going to say, Gordon, he is not there. And then he said, and why is Juju? I'm just naming the baby. Juju done said she seen you sleep by daddy while mommy sleeping in the bed with them. Mia,
You let them see.
you are scarring the kids, Mia. They don't understand. Oh, I just feel so. You have anything else to say?
No. Sunflowers.